The Salvage team at the British Library's London site is used to a regular program of training. Pre-pandemic, our training suite included in-person exercises, and in March 2020, we were faced with the question, how can we maintain a training program during lockdown? We decided to send out themed exercises via email, which included resources and questions that could be answered by team members in their own time. This turned into an extensive training program that ended up consisting of 11 exercises run over 7 months. Because people had different devices and differing levels of internet connectivity, the resources we linked to needed to be easily accessible. We used free articles, best practice guidance, and YouTube videos. There was a general appreciation of the flexibility allowed when responding. Writing a list, drafting a narrative, or creating a table were some of the ways people chose to reply. The exercises created an atmosphere where everyone felt comfortable sharing their experiences, asking questions, and coming up with ideas. Everyone joined the Salvage team at different times, and this was a chance to ensure that everyone had the same basic knowledge and understanding. One benefit related to disaster preparedness is that by sharing some of our previous Salvage experiences with the whole team, it gave everyone the chance to see just how knowledgeable and skilled we all are. After learning from a range of case studies, there was also the chance to have a holistic review of our own procedures, something that often only happens after an incident or when someone is new in post. The review process began organically. Feedback was gathered for each exercise, which we logged centrally so we could consider it properly. This also meant there was accountability as we reported back to the team and kept them involved. This did present us with some challenges though. We had over 100 ideas, comments, and suggestions which we needed to sort and prioritize. These range from questions about procedures to requests for more training or equipment to areas the team thought weren't reflected clearly enough in our guidance. We put all of these together into an action plan.
Requests for equipment were separated out, and the other suggestions were grouped by theme, for example, training, engagement, or resources. These were then rated individually by priority and the effort involved in addressing them. Priority was given to actions that ensure an effective response to incidents. Through this, we found that team members want to be confident that they have the tools and information to support them if they do get called out. They also want to know what their role will be and how they'll work with others. A clear theme was the need for more engagement with colleagues within the library and beyond. We've since started reaching out to key stakeholders who've all responded positively so far. To raise general awareness about the Salvage team, Nicole and I wrote an intranet post and were interviewed in our staff newsletter. We also published a 3-part blog post with a colleague about our response to lockdown. Looking back, Nicole and I have both gained from this experience. It gave us the opportunity to learn and try out new training and presentation techniques, and we'll continue to use a hybrid approach of in-person and virtual exercises beyond the pandemic. Developing the training refreshed our research skills and improved our own knowledge as we sought interesting case studies. Looking at various incidents and the aftermath for those involved reinforced the benefits of time spent on disaster preparedness, even when there can seem to be more pressing demands. In terms of structure, we had a rough outline of the topics we wanted to cover. The process of issuing a couple of exercises and then meeting to discuss feedback kept the pressure on us, but also allowed us to be flexible. We could adapt our approach and introduce new topics in response to completed exercises. The team embraced the at-home exercises, even those we know prefer in-person sessions. It would have been impossible to run a training programme over 7 months if we'd been working normally. In lockdown and with people able to respond in the way that suited them, some people still struggled to find time to complete exercises. We'll build these training exercises into the induction process for new team members. We're also aware of the need to supplement the at-home training with some of the in-person and practical sessions we've not been able to offer remotely. Overall, though, we've opened up new possibilities to use technology more in our training. Lastly, as an added benefit, we now have an action plan to inform our team procedures and training over the next few years. We recognise that it's easier to gather ideas than to put them into practice, and so are realistic about the speed at which we can deliver these. Thank you.